The moment has arrived. We have all of our components, we have our blueprints. Today, we assemble. We are going to build our first simple trading bot from scratch, and we are going to deploy it to a live public test network. Let's walk through it. At the top, we have our interfaces for the Uniswap router and the ERC20 token. Then we have our state variables for the addresses of the router, WETH and DI. We have a constructor to set these addresses when we deploy the contract. And finally, we have our swap function. This is the heart of our bot. Let's look closer at the swap function. It takes one argument, the amount of WETH we want to swap. The first thing it does is approve the Uniswap router to spend that amount of WETH. Then it defines the trading path from WETH to DI. Finally, it calls the swap exact tokens for tokens function on the Uniswap router, which executes the trade. It's time to leave the simulation and go to a real blockchain. We're going to deploy this to the Sepolia testnet. First, in Remix, I'm going to change my environment to Injected Web3. This will connect Remix to my MetaMask wallet. I need to make sure my MetaMask is set to the Sepolia network. Now, when I deploy the contract, I need to provide the addresses of the Uniswap router, WETH and DI on the Sepolia network. I've got those addresses handy. I'll paste them in and click deploy. MetaMask will pop up and ask me to confirm the transaction. This will cost a small amount of Sepolia test each. Our contract is now live on the Sepolia testnet, but before we can use it, we need to send it some WETH to trade with. I'll send 0.1 WETH to the contract address. Now for the moment of truth, I'll call the swap function with the amount of WETH I want to trade. I'll confirm the transaction in MetaMask, and success! The transaction went through. Our bot has just swapped WETH for DI on the Sepolia testnet. We have created a fully functional on-chain trading bot. This is a monumental achievement. You have built and deployed a DeFi trading bot. For your Do Now project, you're going to follow these same steps to deploy and test your own bot. This will be your final exam for the week, and it will be an incredibly rewarding experience. Congratulations on becoming a true builder. Tomorrow, we'll talk about how to make our bot even smarter and more secure. I'll see you then.